Hi guys, JT here and welcome to my 5th episode of JT's Final Lap. This is where I look back at all the week's F1 events and put them into all one video at the end of the week. As you probably noticed, I didn't upload last weekend, reason being I was ill. I had the flu during the week and then I come to the weekend, I'm getting better, and then all of a sudden I wake up and I can't speak. Well, I can speak but not very fluently, so obviously you wouldn't be able to hear us. And that's the reason why I haven't done my Malaysian Grand Prix preview or review, and that's why I haven't done the JT's Final Lap. So it's been done today. This is for last week's, and then this weekend I'll probably do another one, which will be episode 6. And then I'll probably do my Malaysian Grand Prix review, because last weekend I didn't do an Australian Grand Prix review. So I'll do my Australian one, and that way at least I've done one video for there, one video for there. And then hopefully by China, I can get back to normal and hopefully update my channel a little bit more. So, this week, there wasn't really much happening during the week. There's not really much events. So, what I would normally do is I would just get one of yous to pick something that I can talk about on this video, and obviously get your feedback and what have you. I'm not going to do any shout outs today because I'm only been doing this quickly. I've got to go to work later on, so I've got to try and get to this video as fast as I possibly can. So the request comes from Malcolm Clark, who is the True Footy Manager. Go and check out his YouTube channel as well. Go and subscribe to him, watch his videos. He's really, really good. He said to me on one of my videos about supporting teams. Now, it's very, you could say it's very similar but different to football as how they support your teams. Because really, if you're from the area, 9 times out of 10 you support your local team. So say like, you're from Manchester, I support Manchester United and Manchester City. You're from London, you're on Chelsea, you support Chelsea, you're Arsenal, West Ham, that type of thing. It's similar to that. So if you're from the UK, which I am, you could 9 times out of 10 you either support McLaren, Red Bull, maybe Lotus. If you look at the history of Lotus, then you might be a Lotus fan. You don't really call them supporters. You're not really supporting the team. You're sort of following the team because you're not really, because obviously you can't the drivers really can't hear you. You can't hear they can't hear you supporting them. So when you're football matches and you're chanting and the momentum's with your team, they can't hear you, obviously. So really, you tend to follow the team on Twitter, Facebook, or you go up to see them on a race and you basically tell them how much they mean to you and in terms like that. Obviously, it doesn't really go by that because you have some people from the UK who are Ferrari followers. Obviously, if you're from Italy, you tend to support Ferrari, and that will probably 99% of Formula 1 fans who are from Italy do support Ferrari. The odd ones don't. If you're on sort of the Far East side, I don't really know. You could tend more Mercedes because that's where the very technical these days, and obviously the Chinese place loves technical stuff. I'm not really too sure. Well, then again, actually, the Far East seem to love Sebastian Vettel. It just came in my head because every time we went to Japan, every time we went to China, they love Sebastian Vettel. Maybe even Nico Rosberg now, because he won there in 2012. That was his first victory. He got a good reception of that. Especially when Sebastian Vettel won I think it was his second World Championship he won in Japan in 2011. He got a brilliant reception and everyone just loves Vettel as well. And maybe even Button as well. Everyone loves Button over there. So really, they're sort of divided because no one really comes from there. Or maybe like McLaren this year, hopefully, because of Honda. Honda's from Japan, I think. And obviously they might have just flown away from Honda this season because of what they're doing. But it tends to go that way in terms of teams. Sorry, you're not really like, you could say that I'm a McLaren. It's really hard to explain. I'm like a McLaren follower. I follow McLaren because of Lewis Hamilton. I used to be a Ferrari. I used to like Ferrari because of Michael Schumacher. I didn't really know much about Formula 1. Excuse me. I only knew about Michael Schumacher, so I knew about Ferrari. Excuse me. And then once he left, that's when I got a little bit more into Formula 1, but not as much as I am now. And that's when I got into Lewis Hamilton. Then I fought McLaren, and I followed McLaren ever since. Even when Lewis Hamilton left for Mercedes, I still follow McLaren. I went to Jensen Button for a little bit, along with Kevin Magnussen. This season, I don't really have a favourite driver. I like favourite talented wise, not favourite as in I like Jensen Button. He's my favourite driver. Not like that. So, as like I said, team wise, 9 times out of 10, it tends to be where you're from. Or if you're not from if you're not really if you're not from the UK and like you say you follow Sauber for it, it is a little bit because Sauber are like a midfield team. If someone said to you, "Oh, I'm a Sauber follower," it's like, why type of thing, because like Sauber don't win races, they're not pole position, they're not always at the top. So it's like, why would you support someone at the back of the grid? 99% might have been like the first race, the Mets, the Sauber team, they might follow them on Twitter, they might subscribe to YouTube channel, they might you might have met Peter Sauber. I don't know. It tends to be like that. If you have a sort of like close history with one of the teams, you tend to follow them, even though they might not be a big team. You might tend to follow them because of like your up roots. Like, I don't know, maybe your great granddad worked at Sauber, or your granddad was one of the test drivers at Sauber. I don't know, perhaps. Maybe that's why you might have like with Sauber, or Vittorio Rosso with Williams when they were always at the back of the grid. Maybe with Manor as well. You might like Manor because of how strong they were and how they wouldn't be defeated in Formula 1 because they nearly went extinct. You might like them. You don't 9 times out of 10, or you could say 5 times out of 10 in this case, that a person in Formula 1 will not follow a team more than a driver. They tend to like a driver more than a team. Excuse me. So like the World Championship, Sebastian Vettel is from Germany. Yeah, I like Sebastian Vettel, maybe Nico Rosberg. Obviously, you always like Michael Schumacher. Every German will probably like Michael Schumacher. The UK, we have a lot of Lewis Hamilton supporters. We have loads of Jensen Button supporters as well, followers as well. A lot of McLaren as well. There's a lot of McLaren in the UK because of obviously Lewis Hamilton's and Jensen Button's roots. Because a British team, 2 British drivers, it sort of went crazy. McLaren went crazy over here for a bit. I mean, if you're Venezuelan, if everyone's watching this in the Venezuelan, you tend to watch Pastor Maldonado. Then you might be a Lotus follower, or you could have been a Williams follower because he won his first race with Williams. Excuse me, I'm not fully recovered yet. So really, again, your first Grand Prix, you could have went there. You could have said, right, my first Grand Prix, I'm going to go meet one of the, or maybe you're just walking about, then all of a sudden you see a driver, I don't know, Felipe Nasr, say. You went to the 2015 Australian Grand Prix, your first ever Grand Prix, or you went to you went to the 2015 British Grand Prix. You see Felipe Nasr, he's nice to you. You have a picture with Simon's autograph. He tells you everything. He goes along, then all of a sudden you're like, right, I'm a Felipe Nasr follower. He's a brilliant inspiration to me. I met him, I was speaking to him, I like him. Then you might follow him because he gives something to you, so you give something back. It is a lot more complicated to explain. You've got to really be into Formula 1 to understand what I'm talking about. If you're not into Formula 1, then you won't have a bloody clue what I'm on about. So really, long story short, if you're from the UK, you tend to support UK-based teams. McLaren, Lotus, Manor, Red Bull, Force India, perhaps. Force India. A lot of Indian followers in Formula 1 also obviously support Force India, but they're based in the UK. Same with Williams. Because of the Williams history, Williams used to win everything. And then used to be like Nigel Mansell, Senna, then their type of thing. Nelson Piquet, I think he drove for Williams. All them might follow Williams, what they used to be like, and still follow them now because that's how you've always been. And you never want to leave a team like that. There's so much history. So yeah, and everyone from across the world, you tend to choose who you want because of how many there might be loads more Mercedes followers now in countries where there is no Formula 1 teams or where there's no Formula 1 drivers. So if you are from a country and you're watching this, and you are from a country that don't have any F1 drivers or F1 teams, who do you support and why? Let us know in the comments below. Driver wise, how many world championships they've won, how many race wins they've won, where they're from. Are you from the same village as them? Are you from the same city? Have you met them? Have you got a picture with them, type of thing? Maybe that's why you follow them. And that's pretty much basically what's all I can go on about really in terms of supporting Formula 1 teams. It's similar to football, but it's different because with football teams, I'm from Newcastle, I support Newcastle United. All my family have, so really I follow with them. Newcastle United. And really you could say with like obviously McLaren, you're from the UK. Your granddad like McLaren, your dad like McLaren, you might like McLaren, so and then you go off with them. But I wouldn't like, say if I liked a footballer like Cristiano Ronaldo, I wouldn't support Real Madrid. That type of thing. I like Ronaldo, but I'm not really too keen on Real Madrid. You could say, or Lionel Messi, 'cause I do like Real Madrid. Lionel Messi, you do, and you go off to like Barcelona. You know, I don't really like Barcelona, but I like Lionel Messi. It's different from one. You might like Felipe Nasra, like I was on about the Brazilian F1 driver for Sauber, and then you might follow Sauber as well because you think, right, Nasra's doing good, Marcus Ericsson is doing good for Sauber. Then you might say, right, I like Sauber F1 team. But look back at their history, go, wow, they've done pretty well for themselves. They brought in some very talented drivers. Raikkonen, Massa, Vettel, Kubica as well. He drove for them. He was a talented driver before he left. And then, so it escalates with them. So, that's going to wrap up this video. If you're a little bit confused, then just send us a message on Facebook to see what the hell I'm on about. But if you do enjoy this video, please give it a like. Obviously my voice isn't as fully recovered yet, but I will get that sorted eventually, hopefully. Anyway, please subscribe as well. I'm on 39 subscribers. I've only got 11 more to go to the British Grand Prix, and my target is 50 subscribers before the British Grand Prix. Can I get it? I don't know, but I bloody hope I can. So yeah, thank you much for watching. Please like the video, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in my next video.